Hello everyone! How are you today? I hope you are all doing good. My name is Trexie Cantuba, your little facilitator for today. But before anything else, let us first go back to our previous discussion discussed by my fellow classmates. Now, in your own understanding, what have you learned from the previous discussion? Very well said. I think you learned informative knowledge from the previous videos you have watched. And for today's lesson, I am going to discuss the 4 methods of establishing reliability of a test. Now, are you ready? Simulan na natin! Napag-usapan natin sa last video na sobrang laki ng impact ng test sa buhay ng tao. Kaya naman, napakahalaga na dapat ay good ang mga test na meron tayo. Isa nga sa mga basehan natin para masabi kung good or bad ang isang test ay ang reliability. Ano nga ba ang reliability sa context ng testing at assessment? Kapag sinabi na ang isang tao ay reliable, ibig sabihin ang tao na ito ay mapagkakatiwalaan. Alam natin na kapag may pinapagawa tayo sa taong ito, gagawin niya ng walang mintes o sablay yung kanyang trabaho. Kumbaga, consistent siya. Ganon din sa testing. Masasabi na reliable ang isang test kung consistent ito sa kanyang trabaho, which is yun ngang pagme-measures ng mga variables. Para malaman ang degree ng pagiging consistent ng isang test or measurement, gumagamit tayo ng reliability coefficient. Ang reliability coefficient is technically defined as the ratio between true score variance on a test and the total variance. Ang total variance ay may dalawang components, ang true variance at ang error variance. Basically, ang true variance ng isang test ay ang totoong differences sa score na nadedetect ng isang test. Usually, stable itong true variance. Ito ay iba sa isa pang variance na tinatawag nating error variance. Ang error variance ay ang mga differences sa score na galing sa mga ibang factors na walang kinalaman sa mga variables na tinetest. Katulad ng kung papaano ina-administer yung test ang lugar ng testing, yung statement ng test taker, or minsan nasa test construction din. May mga questions siguro na mahirap intindihin, kaya may mga instances na hindi magiging consistent ang test. Ang goal natin ay bawasan ang error variance para matira na lang ang true variance na mas stable. Kapag mas stable ang score, syempre mas reliable na ang test. Maraming methods ang ginagamit para dito. Sa video na ito, ang pag-uusapan natin ay ang 4 methods of establishing reliability of a test, which is the test-retest method, equivalent form and also known as parallel or alternate form, split half method, and the Kuder-Richardson formula. Now, let us start with the first method, which is the test-retest method. The test-retest method, it is the type of reliability determined by administering the same test twice to the same group of students with any time interval between the tests. As the title suggests, ang ginagawa sa method na ito ay ipapatest sa parehong sample of test takers ang isang test. Usually, may ilang days, weeks, or months na interval sa unang test at sa retest. If the results of the test scores are correlated using the Pearson product correlation coefficient R, and this correlation coefficient provides a measure of stability. This indicates how stable the test results over a period of time. Siguro, ito ang pinakasimpleng gawin at intindihin na reliability estimates or methods. Basically, susubukan lang natin kung parehas ba ang results na ilalabas niya sa parehas na sample. Kasi nga naman kung parehas lang naman ang mga test takers tapos hindi pa parehas ang lumabas na results, ibig sabihin hindi consistent o reliable ang test. Ang tinitest sa method na ito ay ang coefficient of stability. Usually, ginagamit ito sa mga test na nagme-measures ng mga stable na variables tulad ng mga traits. Hindi ito advisable gamitin sa mga test na nagme-measure ng mga states dahil hindi nga stable ang mga ito. Alam naman natin na ang mga states ay usually nagbabago pabigla-bigla. While it is possible to observe a certain action over and over again, it is usually possible to repeat a survey only once. This leads to a retest method, which compares two tests to learn how reliable they are. The method consists of administering the test to the same group of individuals on two different occasions. Then a test-retest coefficient, sometimes referred to as a coefficient of stability, and it is determined. The reliability coefficient in this instance is simply the Pearson's product moment correlation coefficient between the scores obtained by the same persons on two administrations of a test. We use this formula for this method. The second method is equivalent form, and it is also called parallel or alternate forms. It is a type of reliability determined by administering two different but equivalent forms of the test to the same group of students in close succession. Sa method na ito, parehas na gumagawa ng iba't ibang version ng test. Ang dalawang version ng test na ina-administer sa same sample of test taker ay correlated sa bawat isa. Mataas na ang chance na maging reliable ang test. Sa method na ito, tinitest ang coefficient of equivalence. Ang main advantage ng method na ito ay maiiwasan ang pagme-memorize ng sagot. Unlike sa test-retest method na kapag na-memorize na ng test takers yung tanong, syempre may idea na siya sa isasagot niya sa retest. Pero dito sa equivalent form, ay maiiwasan yung ganong mga senaryo. Yun nga lang, matrabaho ang paggawa ng isang test. Papaano pa kaya kung gagawa ang teacher ng dalawang version ng test? The equivalent form are constructed to the same set of specification that is similar in content, type of items, or difficulty. The results of the test scores are correlated using the Pearson product correlation coefficient R, and this correlation coefficient provides a measure of the degree of which generalization about the performance of students from one assessment to another assessment is justified. It is the equivalence of the test. The equivalent form uses one set of questions divided into two equivalent sets or forms, where both sets contain questions that measures the same construct knowledge or skills. The two sets of questions are given to the same sample of people or test takers within a short period of time, and an estimate of reliability is calculated from the two sets. The third method is the split half method, wherein it administers the test once and then scores two equivalent halves of the test. To split the test into halves that are equivalent, the usual procedure is to score the even-numbered and the odd-numbered test item separately. Napakagandang title dahil dyan pa lang, alam na natin ang gist ng estimate or method na ito. Basically, hahatiin ang isang test sa dalawa tapos sabay ipa-administer ito sa isang sample ng test takers. If correlated ang scores ng dalawang test, pwede nating sabihin na reliable ang test. Isang method na ginagawa para maging random ang paghati sa test ay ang odd-even reliability. Sa method na ito, hinahati ang test ayon sa assigned number sa mga test items. As the name suggests, ang unang half ay ang odd-numbered items at ang pangalawang half naman ay ang even-numbered items. Tapos yun nga, iko-correlate ang kanilang mga scores. Dahil nahati ang test sa dalawa, may chance na baka maapektuhan ang pagme-measure ng ating test sa variable na mini-measure niya. Isang bagay na pwedeng maapektuhan ay ang internal consistency ng isang test. Ano nga ba ang internal consistency ng isang test? Ang ginagawa dito ay kino-correlate ng bawat items ng isang test sa isa't isa. Ang assumption kasi, kapag correlated ang test item sa bawat isa, ibig sabihin ay isang variable lang ang mini-measure nila. Kaya, applicable ito sa mga test na may isang variable lang ang mini-measure o yung mga homogeneous na test. Kapag nahati ang test, may chance na bababa ang internal consistency. Para masigurado na may internal consistency pa rin ang test kahit nahati na ito, pwede tayong gumamit ng Spearman-Brown formula para ma-estimate natin ang internal consistency reliability ng mga maiikling version ng test. Maliban sa Spearman-Brown formula, may iba pang methods sa pag-estimate ng internal consistency. Ang pinakasikat at widely used na estimate ay ang coefficient alpha or ang Cronbach's alpha. Pwede itong gamitin sa test na may non-dichotomous items katulad ng mga test na gumagamit ng Likert scales. The split half method assess the internal consistency of a test, such as psychometric tests and questionnaires. There, it measures the extent to which all parts of the test contributes equally to what is being measured. This is done by comparing the result of one half of a test with the result from the other half. Now, let us move on to the last method, which is the Kuder-Richardson formula. It administered the test once, scored the total test, and applied the Kuder-Richardson formula. This is the method for finding reliability and also utilizing a single administration of a single form. It is based on the consistency of responses to all items. The Kuder-Richardson 20 formula is applicable only in situations where students' responses are scored dichotomously, like for example the true or false, agree and disagree, and right or wrong type of test. It is the formula that estimates of reliability provide information whether the degree to which the items in the test measures the same characteristics. It is the assumptions that all items are equal in difficulty. Another method to estimate the reliability is the Kuder-Richardson 21, wherein in this method, a high value indicates a strong relationship between items and a lower value a weaker relationship. The mean or average score of the exam is part of the formula, wherein it also measures of the internal consistency for measures that feature dichotomous items. Now this is the end of my discussion. I hope you learned something informative from my report. Anyway, please watch the next videos for the continuation of this report. On the next reporter, you will be able to learn on how to compute reliability of the test using these 4 methods. Once again, I am Trexie Cantuba, now signing off. I want you to write your thought in the comment section or message me. Thank you for watching. I will see you again on the next discussion.